Hello friends, Semigram doing TCGs yet again. Doing high C's yet again. My second case. So I had, so far at least, granted, it seems an awful lot like I'm not going to get more than this. I have 7 cases lined up from 3 sources. No puffin box this time. And like I say, with as tight as the supply has been, I kind of feel like that's going to be it. I have 4 of the boxes in hand now. So, or 4 of the cases in hand now. So we are rocking along with that. So far, so good. Y'all saw that first one. That was rad. So here we are, seeing what we can do with case number 2. We had, we had a Marvel Puffin, a Marvel, one of the allies. I'm blanking on which one. A gold bait hook hand piece thing, and a regular rainbow foil puffin. So it's just pretty rocking. There was nothing much to be complaining about for that case. Let's see if this one can do something similar, yeah? Goldwing Turban. But no puffin box. That sounds scary. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually a special thing or if it was just kind of, oh, that's neat. Rally them, Coast Guard. I like that. That's funny. It's like Rally the Rear Guard, except it's Coast Guard, which is funny because it's on theme. Because pirates. Nautical nonsense, as it were. Oh, that's something I want to make sure I do. Is keep my adult heroes noted. Y'all know I like to, even though I rarely end up finding somebody who wants to take them, y'all know I love making, there's a King Shark Harpoon and a Return Fire foil. That's a good pack. Y'all know I love making those intro packs. These harpoons are fantastic. But this one's pretty fire. Spitting out. It's like, I think you don't get to have that attack action card. Which of course doesn't hurt me playing Dorinthia a whole lot, but that's not really the point, is it, Graham? Jeepers. Crash down the gates. So we have that one really good pack, but otherwise pretty slow so far. Some of the big hits are, of course, in the gold treasure packs now, the cold foils. Though not most of the marbles. The Puffin marble is there, but not the not a lot of the other ones, it seems. I'm not sure exactly what that breakdown is. Hopefully, we find out a bit more as we carry on. So this box, not starting off super strong. We do get a golden, okay, well, there is a second, my second gold baited hook. So I take back everything I was saying. We got the Golden Sky Warden, which is pretty legit, but the gold baited hook seems to be one of the best in slot pirate items at the moment. So that is pretty nice. I am happy with that. Oh, and there we go. Almost missed. A consignment to Cosmos and Shot. Yes, I know it's consign. Y'all know I might be slightly an idiot, but mostly I just act like one. Mostly. So the box heard me talking bad about it. It took that personally and gave me a really nice rainbow foil legendary, actually. Happy. Definitely dig that. Exchange. Fiddler. Perk up. Not seen a lot of Scurv yet. I still think it... I mean, I understand it was a cute thing for mostly to give an extra little hero for limited formats, but I'd like to see an adult one, you know? I guess that defeats the purpose. Hey, Pearl Amulet. The purpose of him being that kid stowaway. I don't think I had a Pearl one yet. Money or your life? Copper cog. So yeah, this has turned into a really good box. Admittedly, I called it out on it after a slow start. It has ended up pretty delightful. Barracuda. I love my humses. Tough old ranch. I'm still irritated. Well, no, I guess I went. I got off I can't remember what boosted it, but a tough old wrench for 10 on turn 0 one game. That was fun. That was fun. That was one of my few pieces of luck in sealed, I would say. Sea legs, okay. And Bam Bam. Alright. So we got the brute action, which is what? When this hits a hero, destroy an item they control or instant discard. Your club attacks. When this hits, destroy an item. That's fun. Sea legs, when this is discarded, create rum. Rum is good. Heave-ho! Last regular pack of the first box. Scuba. Strike gold. Alright. What is our treasure pack here? There's a golden cog. Alright, alright. They can't all be bangers. It's only our second common gold foil though. And the always gorgeous. These golden cogs, both the gold and the golden cogs, are pretty gorgeous. I think the cogs look a touch better, but for a cold foil token, they're both pretty solid. Alright, beginning box 2. May it bring us similar results. That was not much to sneeze at. A solid foil majestic. I don't see here how many. Hopefully there's not a majestic in this pack to throw off my number. There's a Marvel back there though. Shelly. All right. So sure enough, this box is starting off by giving us a Marvel. So that's a pretty solid start. All right, Majestics, I wanted to know. Really? Only 6 Majestics? Man, I just had so much, like the baited hook and the return fire. It just felt like a ton of Majestics. So I was talking in the last video, and I've still been seeing a lot of people talking about it. How just like opening the regular packs, whatever, doesn't feel as special without the cold foils. I mean, I just pulled a Marvel, and that first box, to me, somewhat belies that statement. That, granted, I got a legendary, I got the rainbow foil Majestic in that box, but hey, Scurv. But that first box felt like it was hitting good and hitting really hard, in spite of it only being, you know, a strictly average Majestic count. So maybe I judged too harshly on the product. There's a cog in the machine. That is a particularly frustrating card right there. Create cogs, tap a cog, stick this on the bottom. Okie dokie. That's pretty solid. Marlin. Sentry. Pilferdem Rex. Lost. Walk the plank. And surface shaking. That's another thing I'm curious about, is I'm kind of betting I won't get as many of the usually I get my playset of the expansion slot stuff from the cases I get. I kind of am wondering if that, I don't think I've seen this. Your next arrow attack is +1 and overpowered. Draw a card, go again. Okay, I think I did see it. I just didn't recognize it because I remember that effect happening to me at some point. Sirens. That was a nifty one for sealed too. I don't know how I feel about it. For constructed, it might be some of that draft chaff, as it were. Battalion Bart. Big game trophy shot. Another nice Majestic. But just getting that life when it goes to the graveyard from anywhere is a kind of fun effect. Oh, there we go. What a pack! So that's a 3 Majestic pack. 2 of them are foils, and 1 of them is the frickin' Conqueror that I'm trying to throw on the floor over here. Oh, snap. That is a great pack. Herald and shoot, Conqueror of the High Seas. What a great card. What a great foil. This box is definitely continuing to make me not feel so bad about the treasure pack decision. Just saying. Chowder. That was the Marvel I pulled in the last box. Chowder. See? I just needed to see the regular one, and then I remembered. And I'm missing, and I didn't see it for a long time because I'm not making y'all sit through all the commons and stuff right now. See, I'm doing you a favor. I'm doing myself none, and you many. You're welcome. Swindler's Grift. That harpoon's fun. Just as a, hey, I'm gonna create this so I can discard it with one of the cards that says to discard a yellow. Thank you. That's pretty nifty. There we go. Speaking of frustrating, okay. Whenever this hero draws a card during their action phase, they lose 1 health. At the beginning of each hero's action phase, they draw a card. At the beginning of each hero's action phase, if a weapon did not attack this turn, destroy this. I don't like that card. I do like this card. Another 2 majestic pack. Cogworks Dovetail. Played with that, Summon the Sealed. Enjoyed that card. I feel like I would have gotten more help from it being one of the, hey, if this hits, destroy something. Hey, there's a hightail. I don't think I've missed any other ones, so they may not be Majestics anymore, but they're still not hitting much more commonly than that. Thiefin Vermit. Jittery Bones. Alright, we're down to, looks like 3 packs in box 2. Another really good one. I'm going to have to count the Majestics again because this feels like a ton. Yet again. Granted, we got 2 foil ones. The Herald of the Second and that freaking awesome Conqueror of the High Seas. So those are doing some legwork. But also, we got the Marvel Shelley this box. Last pack. Kraken. Alright, that was another really good box. With that Conqueror, let's see, what do we got? So we had 6 in the first box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's hilarious. That felt like more again. Alright, let's see what our treasure pack does for us, though. There's gold and a Thieving Varmints. Okay, the gold looks pretty good, too. But the cog, with all those moving parts. Gotta love it. Alright, box 3. First 2 boxes are pretty legit. The third box of our last one still ended up really solid, as I recall. But was kind of the overall weak link of the case. Let's see if the same thing happens here. Let's see if the same thing happens. Hymns Marlin. Century, Lost in Trains. Call in them big Juns. So another slow start. So my prediction may be right. This may be our weak link, yeah? Swift the way through. Loop. I do like that high tide, the counting how many blue cards are in the pitch zone. I like that there are a bunch of cards that do the, hey, look at your cards. If it's a blue, pitch it. Like that's a pretty solid mechanic. More sea legs. That's our second one this case. That might be the only, outside of like a foil, non-foil. I don't think I had a duplicate Majestic the first case. Inside the same, print. Had the 2 different Polycrankas, obviously. Burley Barnes. still wild how slow this one is starting, though. It really is keeping up that, here's a Preach Modesty. Not exactly a spicy majestic, but a majestic nonetheless. Still think that's only the second majestic. About at the halfway point. There was Gravy Marlin. I still am pretty sure I've only seen one adult hero too. I admittedly okay, there's Marlin Treasure Hunter. I think I've only been checking the first slot for them because I'm used to them actually being majestic. So it's definitely a possibility that I've actually missed a couple here. If you saw one, point it out. Another Return Fire. Okay, so that is only like our second time we've had a duplicate majestic. That's a pretty decent one. That fills out a place out of Return Fire already. So the expansion swap might be tricky, but we're doing a relatively good job with the regular majestics. Though, this is over halfway through the second case where obviously we've got a foil one there, where I have not seen a Conqueror of the High Seas, which seems kind of surprising. Another foil undercover acquisition. We had one of those in the first case. So we've got a foil majestic. We're in good stuff range now. And another Escalate Bloodshed. Well, at least that does finish a playset of it. Another cog in the machine. Okay. That's another pretty good majestic. I gotta grab sleeves. Luckily, I got some right here. Didn't have to go far at all. So yeah, we've hit a run. Like I said, this one feels like a slower box, but I still, well, there's another foil majestic, a foil Sunken Treasure. That's pretty solid. It's no High Sea Conqueror, but sure ain't bad. Alright. So I'm over here chastising boxes again, and they're like, you know what? You take your smack talk away. We'll show you what we're talking about. Clapham and irons. I do notice there's a whole lot of dings on cards in this set. Mostly, but not entirely, all commons. More Lafay. Alright. Haven't seen a whole lot of her yet. I think that's number 2. So we're making progress. We're moving along here. Jack be quick. Steamboat. Up here, Zeppelin. Christmas Story. Y'all get the reference? Don't explain it? Sure thing. Redfin Harpoon. Alright, so no big regular pack yet. That was the last pack of the box. Let's see what our treasure pack gives us. A golden... Wow. Okay. A second Marvel Polycranka. We had one in the last... Are these just in every case? But another Marvel Polycranka. That's kind of wild. Alright, going into the last box. This case has been another big winner. Possibly bigger than the last one. I mean, pending seeing, you know, whether we've got another... We had that extra legendary in this box too. We got a regular poly. We got a regular sunken treasure here. But with that foil conqueror, this case may have been even better than the first case. I did not actually see that coming. But another Marvel, another gold baited hook, another Marvel Poly. Goodness gracious me. And a foil conqueror of the high seas. This case is making a run for it. Making a run for the, as of 2 cases. The 2-case title. Like, if there, seriously, if there's one more hit, this one's taking the lead. Palantir Aeronaut, alright. I like that card. I like that card quite a bit. I was talking to my buddy that I still need to pull a Marvel Gravy Bones for. And he was like, dude, the set, the cards, everything, it is telling you to play Puffin. I'm starting to have a hard time arguing with him. You know who you are. You might be right. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. But yeah, man, that first case was good. And this, I mean, to a large degree, I mean, it's a different Marvel and we got the Conqueror, but so far, I mean, it's basically the same hits. Okay. Double Majestic pack. We got a Lone Shark, which is pretty nice. Create some gold and a Preach Modesty, which is not so good. Beginning of your phase, if you haven't created or so. Destroy this, then lose 2. Alright. That aura is quite horrible. Pretend I didn't try and make a joke there. Everybody will be better off. But still, we've gotten at least 3 Majestics now? 4. Because I forgot about the swimmy one. Yo ho, yo ho. Sorry, yo ho ho. I was close. I added a yo. Dry powder shot. Yeah, I'm starting to think I definitely, earlier in them, missed some of the adult heroes in the second token slot. Tip that barkeep, y'all. For another Majestic. Create rum. You may give a gold token to another hero. If you do, put this on the bottom of its owner's deck. That's not terrible either, actually. At some point, I'll have to remind myself what the rum token does to see if it's actually good. We'll find one eventually. We're past the halfway mark, but we've already gotten a decent slew of our expected Majestics. There is a Barbed Barrage. Okay. A foil one. So there's our foil Majestic. I like that card. That's the pay 3 to also kill an ally, basically. To hit a second target. So I'm a fan there. Pretty dang good. Yo ho ho. There's an adult gravy in the first slot, not trying to hide from me. Again, I just like to make my little potential to give away decks. Fire in the hole. Okay, that's not what I was expecting, but hey-oh. A legendary I had not seen yet. Cogworks Tinker Rings. Mech equipment. When this defends, create a golden cog. So it's Blade Break too, but okay. Alright, that was the hit we needed to punch this box up over the first one. Or this case up over the first one. Done and done. Hit found. Walk the Plunk. Cogworks Workshop, which is create a golden cog, put a steam counter on up to 2. That's pretty nice, actually. Okay. Cogworks Tinker Rings. Not the poly that I was starting to expect, but arguably I'd rather have that since I already had a poly. Burn Bear. And that's still pending the treasure pack. Pinion Hook. 2 packs left, plus the treasure pack. What do we got here? What are we going to be looking at? Transit. Murder Rabble. Conquer the Ices. Come on. Give us a non-foil one. Check. Harpoon. Okay, nothing. Okay, rum. Instant. Tap your hero, destroy this. Your next action this turn gets go again. Your hero can't untap unless they're a pirate. Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, no, I'm convinced. Alright. So we had a common cold foil. We had like a treasure version of a card. I'm expecting another treasure version of a card. That's what I think we're going to see. There's a gold. What? 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 That's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, no. This case takes the lead by a mile. We got Cogworks Tinker Rings. We got a gold baited hook. We got Shelly, Hardened Traveler Marvel, Conqueror of the High Seas foil, Herald, Return Fire, Undercover, Sunken Treasure foil, and Barbed Barrage foil, all pretty nice. Really like the Palantir, Cog in the Machine, Cogworks Dovetail, a couple of big harpoons, and another Cog in the Machine. I think we got 3 cogs this case. Pearl, more Return Fire, Escalate Bloodshed again, more Sunken Treasure. Like, that was a sealed case. 2 more Marvel Polys. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, these first 2 cases have been fire. This is a kind of fun set to open, especially considering Puffin is calling to me now. So we'll see how it keeps going, and I'm excited to find out more. This is kind of silly. Hope y'all are having a good time too. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.